Raising the money for Rescue 94 was a very interesting exercise, and to be fair, Cornwall and Cardiff supported the event very, very well. And it literally came down to just maybe 3 months before the event was ready to go off that we had enough money to stage it. And it was a lot of hard work, and I don't want to go through it again.
That I declare Rescue 94 open.
6 days of competition with lifeguards from all over the world. Conditions are much tougher than they'd expected. Fistral at high tide is renowned for having a pretty vicious shore break, and you have to be very skillful to get through that wave that breaks right onto the sand. And it requires split-second timing and full-on aggression to get through that first set of waves, and someone like Trevor Hendy possesses all those skills.
It's good, isn't it? Bit of carnage never hurt anybody.
He's called Trevor Hendy, and well, I know quite a bit about him. I suppose he's basically the Ironman champion of Australia. He is like the #1 guy, really, the ones that they all want to beat. I think he's a brilliant ambassador for the sport. He's pretty damn good, really, to say the least.
I love it. It's obviously in Australia we're surrounded by ocean, and the ocean here is great. The sea, the surf, there's plenty of. It's exposed enough to have great surf conditions and great wind and everything. And but yeah, I live for just going in the water once a day. It's great.
Gold medalist Trevor Hendy.
There's all the, I guess, the right ingredients to have lifesaving being a big sport over here. The beaches are great, there's plenty of surf. The summer conditions really are fine, there's no problems, except these cold days get a little bit hard, but only really when you're waiting around too long.
All the surf events involve going up through the surf on a rescue board, swimming or a surf ski, round some buoys, and then catching a wave and then running up the beach to a finishing point. For us in Perranporth, the Taplin is the big event,
which is 2 ski paddlers, 2 board paddlers and 2 swimmers all do a leg, and it shows the strength and depth of a club. As Jason went first.
Relax, no dramas, just a heat. I mean, it's anyone's because they're shory, but if we just relax it and take our time and have a good time and enjoy it.
Poor old Jason here, he had absolutely no idea what was about to happen.
What are you going to do? I heard you were...
We didn't get a call, and the next thing, the gun went off. And Jason wasn't running amongst the competitors towards the sea. Well, I yelled at Jason, and off he went. But unfortunately, Jason, who's a very accomplished ski paddler, and he panicked, and he lost his bearings.
Well, time's running a bit short now.
I'm protesting. He's wasting his time and energy.
They didn't call us, did they?
No, they never called us. I've got it all written down here. See, Jason's mind's blown now.
Yeah,
he's wasting his time. He wants to come back in and we'll go in the 30.
Yeah, let's protest, shall we?
I'm protesting.
Yeah.
I'm asking us to go in the next heat.
He's made it. He's over this one, he's there.
But just as I was yelling at him to come back, he eventually got out.
Jason would have been feeling, would have a feeling of pure desperation and a feeling of letting all his mates down. I think that would have been the hardest thing.
Simon made a real gutsy effort to get us back in the race. It was obvious it wasn't going to be our day when his ski broke, and we ended up even further behind the leaders.
You've got to pick the right time to get through when there's a gap. And as soon as you see that gap, you've got to be on and in and gone very, very quickly.
Oh, and I was waiting there, standing there, ready with my ski, ready to be put in the line, and they didn't call Perranporth, they just went bang.
The protest has been made, it'll be considered. I can't do any more than that. The jury of appeal will sit and they'll decide on the protest that's made.
Jason, come away.
I'm just talking to him.
It's okay.
You're going to pull my swimmer. I want to protest. Now, if you're not going to let him swim, that's fine, because we're still going to protest together the next round, because that was appalling at the beginning.
Perranporth will do.
Simon Lawrence, third forward month, through the
We weren't called, and despite a brilliant effort by Simon, which Danny kept going, we ended up 10 minutes behind the leaders, and so the officials were going to pull us out the whole heat. Well, I protested that we were excluded from the final. They heard my protest and they accepted us into the final. Now I've heard they've reopened the inquiry because they've received other information. What that other information is, I have no idea. Probably somebody's stitching us up because they don't want us there.
Will Perranporth win their appeal, or will 2 years of hard work come to nothing? Find out next week in Surf Patrol.